And actually, my invention, probably it's already been invented, but I drink but not now, sadly. Losing a couple of kilograms, I'm 65 kilograms, and I blame delivery food. 안녕하세요. 저는 미국에서 온 할리입니다. 반갑습니다. Immediately after I left Korea, I missed just city life. So many things to do. Part of this could have to do with the fact that I came from a small town. I really miss just the convenience and being able to, if I'm hungry, I can go out and get a snack at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. I stayed only, I think, 1 week. And then I just made a plan, immediately decided to move to Korea. I already knew that I had planned to move there, but I told my parents I'm coming for a short vacation and then I would go back. So that might be why they're mad at me. Not mad, just sad. A lot. I think recently when I met my best Korean friend, that was a really special moment to me because I was here for many years and I had a lot of foreigner friends but not Korean friends. So yeah, shout out to Yvonne, my best friend. I will miss definitely the people here, my friends, and I have some people that I kind of consider family now. Surprisingly, I will miss the food. When I first came here, I was not into Korean food, but I have started to get more and more into Korean food. So when I visit the US, I really miss it. I'll miss being able to go all over Seoul in one day. It's just so convenient. So I'm a really sickly person. I have hypothyroidism, I have asthma, I have anxiety. So I go to the doctor for all of those things. So I have a lot of experience with the Korean health system. I love how cheap it is. I've had good experiences, but one criticism that I have is that doctors here, they don't give you enough time to explain yourself. It's more of like a machine. Just like one person in, next person in, next person in. In the States, such a long wait time. That's another thing about Korea. I typically don't wait, so that's really nice. Just show up and maybe one customer in front of me and I'm in and out within 10 minutes. But in the US, it can take hours. Even when I go to the emergency room, it takes hours. And also super expensive. I have to be very basic and say my favorite food is samgyeopsal. Samgyeopsal with kimchi on the grill together.
Do you also eat soju together?
Definitely. When I'm missing the US, I order food, but if I'm not missing the US or if I had a good day, then I usually go out and eat Korean food. I can cook basics like kimchi jjigae or pajeon, samgyeopsal. It's not really cooking, but where I live is about, I would say, 30 minutes or 20 minutes away from a huge Koreatown. So in Koreatown, we have like an H Mart and you can get all the Korean ingredients there. But one of the most popular food, definitely for Americans, is samgyeopsal. Just because it's a food that we can kind of accept because it's just meat.
Can you eat spicy food as well?
I couldn't when I first came to Korea, but now I can. Not super spicy, like maybe tteokbokki is like too much. Kimchi is good.
Have you ever cooked Korean food to your parents before?
I tried. The last time I was in the US, I tried to cook Korean food for my parents. I went to H Mart and I bought what I thought was bulgogi. It was in English packaging, but it didn't say bulgogi, but it looked like bulgogi. So I tried to cook it for them. It was good, but completely different from real bulgogi. The food I cooked, they actually liked it. Kimchi, I tried really hard to make them eat kimchi. I have 6 members in my family and maybe 4 of them tried it. The other 2 refused. Yeah, I feel totally safe in Korea. I have always been the kind of person that I feel safer around more people. Like in my town, since there's not very many people, definitely at midnight there's no one hanging around, then I feel less safe because there's no one to watch me or take care of me. But in Korea, because there are so many people, even though I said earlier that Koreans have a more standoffish approach. Certainly, if someone is really in danger, they will step in and help, of course. Yeah, definitely. I'm waiting for the hours to be extended so I can go out again. But my friends and I like to go out. Usually we start with samgyeopsal because I like soju. And actually my invention, probably it's already been invented, but I drink Sokol, half soju and half cola. So it's really good. And we do that with samgyeopsal. And then the next round is usually a bar, kind of bar where you can talk to people and meet people. My friends and I all are very friendly when we get a little bit drunk. So we meet new people. And then after that, before COVID, maybe going to a norebang or club, but not now, sadly.
Can you imagine yourself doing that in the States?
No, not at all. I've never been to a club in the US. I have heard many times that Korea has the fastest Wi-Fi in the world. At the PC rooms, the Wi-Fi is definitely faster. When I was in university in Korea and I had to sign up for classes, I would like go to the PC bang and just wait like to click. Korean customer service is really fast, but it's not personal, and I'm okay with that because I don't like when I'm in the US and I'm eating my food, someone keeps coming to my table and interrupting my conversation. So now that's definitely a culture shock when I go back to the US and they keep bothering me. I know they're just doing their job and being kind, but I just want to like, hey, if I need you, I would push the button and I'll call you, or I would raise my hand. But if I raise my hand in the US, it's gonna be like kind of rude. I was shocked and thankful. Like I already knew that because I researched Korea before I came, but I love the fact that all the prices in Korea are including everything. So if I have 5,000won in my pocket and I see something that's 5,000won, I can buy it. But in the US, if I have $5 and I see something for $5, I can't buy it because I need the extra like 35 cents. Difference is like in the US, if there's no tipping, there's really no motivation for the waitress or waiter to give you good service. In Korea, it's just expected. You get good service, even though they're not working for tips. If the US changed to a system of just using like no tipping, I think the service would be terrible. Definitely. And it's so easy to use. Besides line 1. Line 1 is confusing. All the other lines, super easy, super convenient. And the bus system too. I use Kakao Map, so I always have the times when the bus is coming, the subway's coming, and it even tells you like which doors I should stand in front of so I can save time. In my town, no. I lived 45 minutes north of Atlanta. So Atlanta is like huge city. They have a metro and bus system, I'm sure. But in my city, we didn't have any subway or buses. This is when I left 5 years ago, but we didn't even have an Uber service. Like it was not available in my city. Yes, definitely. I got my driver's license when I was 16, and I also drove in Korea. I really want to get a car here. It's not practical, it's not convenient, but I just want one because driving is one of the things that I really miss about the US. Sometimes on the weekend, I will rent like a Sokar and go to Sokcho or Gosong. Usually I use 배달 민족 or Coupang Eats. And I love it, but I also hate it because when I came to Korea, the first time I was 55 kilograms, and now after losing a couple of kilograms, I'm 65 kilograms, and I blame delivery food because when I have a bad day, it makes me like want to eat American food, and then it's so easy to get it. When I order, there's like the minimum amount, so I order more food than I need, and then I end up eating all of it. 오늘은 제가 미국에 갔다가 다시 한국에 돌아온 이유를 말해봤습니다. 영상이 재밌었다면 좋아요, 구독 눌러주세요. 감사합니다. Goodbye. Thank you.